Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Thrifty Canucks Thrifty Thursday Thrift Follow-Up, where I take the stuff that I thrifted in the last video and use and apply and tear up and start to work with those thrifted materials. This is for me and my practice and how I want to touch the things and use the things that I buy and not just buy them and put them away. So, thrifty episode, we did a list of things that we wanted to do. Full disclosure, I have filmed half of this, and accidentally, it was like a pretend film. I didn't hit go. Nice big hot cup of afternoon tea. So we will review and then we will pick up where we left off. So item number one was using the beads that I spilled all over the floor for dangles for this journal. This is the current journal that I'm working on. And I used, I love these. These beads are awesome. They're so yummy. Sort of big and graphic. I didn't think I would. I've usually always done just little tiny beads, but this is, I like them. One of the things that I demonstrated was, where's the middle? Where is the middle? You see the middle? Here's the middle. So in the middle, we usually have the classic 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I do that 3-hole and I start and stop up here so that I can make a little 4th one. So I don't know if you can tell, it's hard to. There is a pierce hole here, there's a pierce hole here, one here, and then another one up here so that there's a little gap here. I want the dangles to be at the top, and I also want to have a little bit of extra loop bite in the event that I want to put some more down, more stuff in, and don't want to be interfering with that. So it's just a little thing that I do from time to time where I know I'm going to be doing a dangles. So that was useful and fun. There we are. There we are. So like those. Match, bananas match. Matchy, 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 matchy. Okay, I need a different color scratch out. Let's do a blue. So we'll do a check mark too. So one is done. Card for the journal. This was me using, I got a couple of decks of cards and I felt this orange went the best with this. So I wanted to do something with one of the cards. And we kind of got a little bit carried away. So first thing we did was, oops, there we are. I have front and back, and I've done another one of these fold outs, like the brochures that we get in the tourist areas. And then I stamped on the front because I wanted to find some way to distinguish front from back. Sad but true, this ink doesn't really go, this is kind of a waxy surface, so the ink doesn't really adhere well, but I'm gonna take it. It's useful. What I think I need also is when I do that kind of foldy out thing, I should use 11 by 8.5 by 11? No, 8.5 by 14. A bigger sheet of paper. There we are. And while I was up, I wanted to use this, and so I backed it, and then I used one of the other stamps. I shall show, not this one, this one. I used this stamp, plonk, and then I cut it out. And this is another revelation to me. It's like, you could totally die cut out stamps. I mean, cards. and create a pattern, and it's not really a playing card. It is just a tag of the thing. So, another application of playing cards, which is useful to me because I really like playing cards and I don't quite know what all I ought to do with them. This seems like a very good use, and I'm going to put this in here as well because we now have 2 cards. So that's it for number 2. Next is drilling the letter holes. So remember I bought the Scrabble pieces. And I wanted to drill some holes. So I took about half of them. Lots of vowels, and then R-S-T-L-N-E, which is the letters for Wheel of Fortune, which are the most common letters of the alphabet, and then a few others. And then in all spots, I did the top left-hand corner. Hopefully I haven't spelled any bad words. Oops, the end's upside down. So that worked out really well. I have others in the baggie. Those are the ones that are undrilled, and sort of a fair distribution of letters in terms of volume, in the event that I just wanted to stick something down, like without having this. Oh, there's one here. Yes, there's one here. So I tested with a ball pin, and it works an absolute treat. I mean, that hangs perfectly. And I could totally put this in here, I think. Where's the opening end? Yes. So that little loop then comes now super handy because I can just pop it in like that, pop it in like that. Okay, we've got to get ourselves arranged. Don't be freaking out. There we are. And so I would have that. Not bad. We'll put the S on there. What else did I think of for this? So, safety note, busted a drill bit. My 5/64 bummed me right out. Why? 5/64 of an inch is very, very thin. And I think I didn't put it, I didn't establish it right in the drill bit spot. I'm sure there's a technical name for it. Anyways, it sheared off, and so I need another drill bit, but then I just went a size higher, which is 6/64, which I'm sure reduces down to something, 3/32s. Look at me, 3/32s. And then just filled them in. Also, I reserve the right to convert one or more of these into one of 2 things. If I drilled 3 additional holes, I would have places to sew down. And if I drilled 2 holes in the middle, I would have a button. So like the end would be a really great one. I would put in the 2 drill holes along the end line. For an L, I would do it along the L line. Sort of you get where I'm going with that. And so options for these. I'm very glad that I purchased these. I was thinking to myself too, that this isn't the Scrabble board, it's just the bits. And I'm sure somebody gave it away going, there's nobody who needs this. And I do, because I totally don't want the board. I just want the bits. So, and we also have a batch of them, a bunch of different letters. That was also the point. So we've got that all sorted out. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. So, next one is the almanac breakdown. Well, let's do this one first because get the sheet out of the way. Hilariously, Kirsten at Adventures with Crafting, I'm gonna say that's her channel, Kirsten. I have a card with all of those things written down with your handle that I can't, oh, here it is. It will tell you. It will tell you exactly. Oh, yes, I did it right. Kirsten at Adventures in Crafting and Art, or Kirsten Free. It's at Kirsten Free. Anyways, long story short, she went thrifting on her vacation and she got the identical book, which gave me so much joy in my heart. This was to scan for pictures of possible inclusions into the French journal, which is going to happen after we finish the green one. And we just got 2 roses. So I'm going to keep that whole just for now, because you tear it, it's going to be harder to put together. Oh, it's rosemary, not lavender. Well, there we are. Okay, so we've got that. And I just want to, oh, it's good information. Just noticed that. That seems to be a warning, Roger Ramjet. Poisonous. Now I'm looking for all the other, see what else is. Ooh, alder buckthorn. Slightly poisonous. Medium poisonous. It's not what I was wanting to point out. I wanted to point out that I was popping the signatures, and I was using a thread stitch ripper. And I got them all. So there we are. So these come out much easier, because I tried to rip it and I didn't realize that I was in the center. Anyways, there we are. So we need this because we are going to rip a signature. Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's do May, because we're in May. Or let's do April, maybe. What's in here? Here's May. Where? Just pop open the spine. There. And we're just going to remove. Well, I say that like that's what we're going to do. There. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on. Oh, really? Okay. These signatures are plenty. There's a lot of them. We're just going to do a couple more then. Did these come out? Yes. Oh. Quite gluey in. There, okay. So we've got that started. Okay, now we are just going to use these to pick and fussy cut. I don't need to do a ton of them because you will get the point. So this one for sure. That L, perfect. In 1770, Captain Cook and Joseph Banks landed in Australia at Stingray Bay, later to be called Botany Bay because of the large number of plants found there. Huh. About the seasons of the year, astrologers may make a fuss, but this I know, that spring is here when I can eat asparagus. Oh, that's adorbs. Okay, so we may not actually be cutting any of these, but that we have removed them from the book and we've given ourselves a couple of pages is perfect. And these little poems Ooh, that's a nice bee. Yep. Here. And now that they're out of the book, ooh, little mousey. The hedgehog. Now that they're out of the book, they are much more likely to be used by me because I can put them in my working bin and then I can sort of scrabble around and use them if I need to. This should be in the French journal, I think. Put that there. So let's have a look and see if there's anything else that's very French. Where's the bee? The bee is a symbol of French because it's industriousness. Let's do that. Okay, so we've got two. Not a complete loss at all. So we've got those. Okay, so that's a very unpleasant picture to me, so I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm just going to do that. Here we are. And I can further break it down. If they're broken down, they're likely to be used. It's the mouse. That's too small. I like the hedgehog. Yeah, that'd be fine. And that's the L. And we're gonna do this. There we are. That's better. Okay, so we've got bits. We've got bits. Oh, never mind. Bits go over there. So we're working our way through. If we finish early, which we might well do because I've already done a bunch of it to start with, we can work on the green journal. Oh, cup of tea. There are a few things more restorative than a cup of tea. A cup of proper 5-minute boiling water, milk and sugar tea. Okay, I'm not going to worry about the almanac. We pulled the rose pages. Oh yes, so maybe this will take some time. So the next thing we wanted to do, and I've lost it, is I would like to make that little journal out of the two bigger pieces of paper that I have currently now looking for. Stand by while we experience technical difficulties. Oh, here they are. These now? Yep. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Okay. So, I want to make a long foldy-uppy journal. A mini journal. And I'm going to put this with my sewing stuff because I only have one. And I realize how shocking only one of a stitch ripper when I have 10 million pairs of scissors and 10 million bits of other things. I can't explain it. There are some things that are just the. That feels very schooly mathy. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Page number. So this is both right ways. So step one, we have to attach this to that. Step initial is that sort of 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Yep, we're good. This is going to be slightly longer. It's going to be 1/8 and 1/2 of an eighth. Good enough. We'll have some space to scooch around otherwise. Okay. Okay. We need to get rid of the top. Yes, we do. Yes. So that pause and debate was, is it better to take them off before I glue them or after I glue them? And I decided on before, because I'm going to create a large sheet of paper. And taking this off early will minimize the amount of bulk that I have. Otherwise, I might have glued it first so that I could line up the tops of the pages with a, let us call it a known straight edge. Okay, that goes that way. And that's going to go that way because that's where they're going to join. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I think part of the, I don't know, the appeal, the joy, the interest, the satisfaction, I don't know what the it is, of a journal is that there are interesting things to look at. Slurp. And that's going to glue like that. I regularly overfill this so that this thing just floats at the top. And until I slurp enough, and get the volume of liquid down, I can't sort of turn the top. I get it locked in, and once it gets locked in, I can have it a little bit closer. Still not there yet. Okay, so back to where we started, where we were. Where were we? Where were we when we last left off? I think we were about here. So probably invisible to you, maybe? There's 2 little marks, so that would be right. So let us do it this way. Hi, babes, just sit in. You want to come over? Yeah. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Are you sure? Okay. Yeah, I know it, boo. I know it. You want to come up? You want to say hi to peoples? Okay. Yeah, all right. Well, you're going to hang on a second. I'll be floating over here with these kind of ideas when I'm in mid-glue. Let's see how this works. Come on, up you get. Up you get. Yeah. 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 Good enough. All right. Where are you, little squirt? Get off of that. Oh my God, no, what are you doing? Come on, you gotta turn upside down and you gotta say hi to the peoples. Yeah. Are you gonna do that? You gonna look up? Look up. Look up, you bean. Come on, show them your pretty face. No! There you are, there's your pretty face. There's your pretty face. See, there you are. Yeah. What's it doing, Mary? What's it doing? Okay, there you are. Now we're gonna rescue everything. I swear, I swear, I swear. So the sheets of paper that I had just torn out, I plunked on the floor, and she went to sit on them because you created a square on the floor, and then she realized they were paper, and she set about wanting to rip them. So I told her that that was inappropriate. Oh, okay. You're gonna have to wait, babes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't know what that tells us. She is jumping from the bottom of the floor to the top of a doorway. You want to sniff? All right. Will you let me film in peace? There you are. Honest to Pete. There. At this rate, we are not going to get this done. So, I know what I'm supposed to do. I am supposed to cut one line from here to there, one line from there to here, and one line from there to there. So this is supposed to be, oops, I can't draw with a knife. It goes on the opposites. So it's that cut, is that cut, and it is that cut. So you need to make sure that these two, and these two are not cut, because that's how you're going to turn the corners. And if you're going to do this on your own and you're a little confused and not sure how to figure it out, use a test piece of paper first. Try it out. And we're feeling sparky. I suppose I could cut it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I do. I'm going to cut this with scissors instead. And I'm going to do that because I think this isn't an even number to easily create the sort of the dead center. And so scissors is going to be at least, it will be inconsistent, but it will be consistently inconsistent. There, so that's one. Turn it around, and we're going to go all the way up to there. We can maybe trim it after it's folded. Okay, that's two. It's getting a little unwieldy. there. Okay, so we have something that looks like that. They're not stripped apart. They've been cut like that. Now then, step one. So step one is I want to fold these two together. Just some kind of consistency. Whoops. There. And then this one is going to fold up as well. So what have I done? So we've had the two ends that are attached here. We have folded them in. And then we can flip this over, and this is the other end that's attached, and we're going to do that, but we're going to fold it towards itself, if that makes any sense. So now we have a long piece that looks kind of like that. So we have an upfold, an upfold, and a downfold. So we have two valleys and a mountain. Valley is attached, mountain is attached. Okay. What do I want to do now? So let's try here. It's going to be a little bit wonky. So I am just going to start folding, beating these up. Oh, that's the edge. Doesn't go very well. That's fine. Ooh, okay. This is hard. Maybe I should start from this end. Okay. I will explain what I think I've learned in a second, because I'm not sure that that's true yet or not. Yes, okay. So the important place to start is not at this end, but at one of these fold ends. So the fold end needs to be the side that you want facing out, and then you fold back and forth from there. Oof, we're a little on the crooked side here. It doesn't matter, I don't think, that it ends with the front out or not. 1, 2. Yeah, that works. Wow. So there we are. And now I have a book of all of these images. And is that upside down or right side up? Yeah, that's right side up. And I feel that's the case because of the way those shadows are on the doors. So what did we learn? So to recap, we've got the square, the large square that we bound together. We have the 6 items on each spot. We have done opposite cuts and left the last square in the opposite directions whole. Then we folded these ends. So let's do end in a special color. So that's one end, that's one end, and that's one end. And then it will be easier if we fold starting here. So we fold those together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the same thing here, the same thing here, the same thing here. But starting with one of those will make it a lot easier. And these will land, so if it is an even number of squares, this is an even number of squares. I don't know what would happen with that. This is not a tutorial. This is watching Marielle and faff around, lest we forget. In any event, I have a funky little book, which is what I wanted to do. Now then, and you could carry on, like you could do not just 4 lines, but you could do 20 if you wanted. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to glue. So I'm starting to give this some, let's not use this glue. Let's use the new high test stuff. The new bottle that flows like nobody's business because it's full of acetone. There's one. Here's the second one. And then where's the third one? There's the last one. Here. Come on. You nut. Here. I'm not going to do horseshoes and hand grenades. I mean, I don't really care that they're not perfect. I don't know that I should, but I ought. Let's do just a little bitty bit of cutting. There we are. It's a bit of a trim. Okay, so some options. I also have the back, which is, I could, what do I want to say? Cover. Or I could technically glue all of these bits and then create literally, let's do that. Let's. If we got time, we've got loads of time. I'm not going to glue that because So make sure we're gluing the right sides here. I know it, boo. I know it. Yep, okay. Hoo-wee, this is whiffy. Yep, that's okay. Part of me is like super impressed that I haven't done anything that's tragic with this at the moment. Like I haven't gone gasp, oh my goodness, we just did a thing. Of course, this may be the jinx of everything to say that. There. Oh, it's so efficient to use this. And so now we have our book, and it doesn't want to unfold now because we've glued all the backs together. And so we have this beautiful little book. All of these little pages in it. Ooh, it's glue. It's gluey. Now you know what I want to do. Well, I believe you know what I want to do, and that is I want to create a little cover now. A little cover. Well, as luck should have it, I have these. Will this wrap all the way around? Not really. No. Why? Why do you ask? No, absolutely not. Oh. Maybe this one. Yeah. That was not the right size. How about this one? Nope. I am fussy. It doesn't really say anything about the back cover, so I'm gonna pass. What's this? It's a fun bit of paper. Oh. I feel like I should send this to Shell at Shell's Creative Chaos because it is, I think she's doing a Scottish journal, and this is, what's the sport? Hammer toss. It's a Highland game. I'm gonna hold it up for the camera just for general entertainment. So basically it's a ball with a string and you spin it around a bunch and then you throw it. Or maybe this is a hammer. So I can't use a hammer toss. That's, I thought was, yeah. Oh, okay. Here we are. We can use that. Alrighty. How much you want to guess? How much you want? This is going to be more than 3. So if I make it because I need a little spot, like I need a spine for this now. It's the up and down. Oh, life is hard. It won't work. I need a longer postcard. What else can we use? It doesn't involve me getting up and wandering too far away. Well, what's over here? Well, this is interesting. This is a piece of Tim Hortons sandwich paper. This graphic, though, is very nice. I like this, and it will fit. It will fit. And we could do that. 60, that's what we'll do. So, step one, we need to open this up because I want to glue this and have like a bit of a cover, not a cover, some stability. How high does this need to be? Okay, let's put it there. I don't need to use those bits because it would be a waste of paper or glue. I'm gonna get glue everywhere. So I really need to focus on that strip. Ooh, we can do that. We can totes do that. Beedly boo, beedly boo. Here. This is hilarious. I can't tell which is up and which is down now. That was at the bottom, so that's actually the right way around. So that's the right way around. Okay, cut that off. So now I'm just in the process of cutting it sort of incrementally closer and closer. It's 2 inches? I think this is 2 inches. Oh, there we are. Look at us measuring at the last final moments. getting there. Which way did I say this was? That way. So this ought to go on here and ought to wrap around. We should be good. There. And I don't really want to glue the spine. I just want to make, ooh, mess maybe. The skin is all going to peel. Okay, stop. There. So the spine doesn't need to, nothing needs to happen to the spine so I can open it and it's not stuck to anything. There we are. And we can either do one or two things. We can either do that or we can cut it off. Let's cut it off? Sure. One of my new favorite things. Oops, crash bang. This is amazing. Oh, I love this. It's a bit gluey still. We can cope with that. So we've basically made a little book of a big book. So I think this is going to be a little bit big for this, but maybe not. So I am going to check off the last thing off my list, second to last, because we haven't done the apron, which I don't know that I need to do on screen. We've used the thrift haul, and we've not used the thrift haul. We started to use the thrift haul, and that was what the point is. We need to use our stuff, and if we go buy our stuff, we need to use that stuff and not just put it in. I'm liking this. This is turning out to be kind of cute. Yes, they are. I need to do something with this front so that I can actually identify it as the front, though, because that's going to kind of make me crazy. Anyways, that is all for now. Thank you, as always, for joining me. Sorry about the interruption and the jumping nut bar that is Gracie Girl. I always appreciate having you to talk to. I love having you in my craft room. It is a great pleasure to welcome you here. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Love you lots, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.